So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Phee Collier situation, and I think that it's important to talk about all aspects of this. It's important to talk about the whole scenario and allow people to make their own opinions, because at the end of the day, she's a player in the league, and she believes that her league, all the players are being underpaid, and if we're being honest, she's probably right. She's probably right. So we got to talk about her methods, and whether or not they're the smartest thing in the world, in my opinion, or whether or not, well, they're just not. So anyway, yeah, before we get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 57.3k by the end of the day. We're 4 subscribers off. We are trying to hit 58k by the end of the season. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. We're going to have to hit like 57.35k to hit 58k by the end of the season, but you just never know. So anyway, we got to talk about it. Phee Collier, if you guys don't know, she went rogue. She went rogue. And her going rogue 100% is the best possible scenario. The best possible scenario for the WNBPA. Because if it turned out that she didn't go rogue, it makes negotiations pretty much impossible. Especially because they're not getting rid of Cathy Engelbert. Cathy's going nowhere. And we know that Cathy's going nowhere. And I think even though I'm pretty sure WNBPA are happy with what Phee Collier said, they're happy the pressure is being put on Cathy Engelbert. They're happy that all this pressure is being done. At the end of the day, she just represents the owners. Like, Cathy Engelbert herself has absolutely no ability to change the referees. She has no ability herself to, change fixture congestion. She doesn't decide who goes on TV, which is, again, something that they complained about at the start of the year. She doesn't decide a lot of the things that, she's getting blamed for. But at the end of the day, they hate her. I don't think this is Cathy's the reason why. This is a situation where they think Cathy's the reason they're not getting what they want. I think they just hate Cathy. I think they actually just hate Cathy. So at least that's known. So their interactions with her are probably going to be less. And if nothing else, Cathy's going to be probably playing nice with the players. Because at the end of the day, there is literally a lockout only helps 2 players. I mean that. A lockout helps 2 people. Phee Collier and Breanna Steward. That's it. That's realistically it. I think that's pretty much the only players that a lockout helps, if we're being completely honest. And I think that a lot of people, when they're talking about Phee being like, oh, there's a conflict of interest, of course there is. But I don't think she's being malicious. I don't think it's like she's trying to sabotage the league. I think it's hard to take her argument. It's hard to take her argument at face value without thinking there's an ulterior motive because of the Unrivaled link and because of who her husband is as well. Look, at the end of the day, we're probably all okay. She's probably okay. But yeah, it's one of those things now with Phee that I'm like, look, I think she's got to what she did has, to an extent, taken away from the finals. Not even to an extent. Nobody cares about the finals. Like, the only time people really care about the finals is if they're laughing at Dawana Bonner. Like, it's as simple as that. You guys can see this right here. You can see it on this channel right here. I'll show you guys the views. Right here. So, Dawana Bonner shoving Dana Evans, 10,000 views. Dawana Bonner embarrassing game, 10,000. Aces dominate, take a 2-0 lead, 4,000. Alyssa Thomas choked. Like, it is hate watching the Mercury. That's the only reason people are watching these finals, to hate watch the Mercury. But at the end of the day, Phee did this by herself. Phee was obviously bottling this up for months. And then obviously the injury to referees, and the fact that I still think it's a weird scenario that her husband called Cathy Engelbert immediately after she got injured. I still think that's weird. But just seeing the way that went down, seeing the way the game was refereed, seeing just everything, I still think that it was probably it probably just got to the stage where she was just pissed. It probably got to the stage where she was just like, it's done. It's done. I'm not doing this anymore. I didn't plan on doing this. I'm just going to rant. I'm not telling anybody. We got like everybody here. Everybody's pissed at Cathy, but I'm just doing it by myself. And her making it very clear this was my decision. It allows the WNBPA to negotiate with Cathy. And it allows her, because she's not taking meetings with Cathy, it allows her to almost not step away from the negotiations, but step away from the active part of speaking to the commissioner, while also being still involved in everything. And you know what? Her going rogue looks a lot better. It looks a lot better on everyone, and it makes things a lot more simple. Because if she did it with the backing of the WNBPA, and they had prior knowledge, then that's not even a conflict of interest. Then that's like enough of an excuse for the WNBPA or WNBA to not renegotiate with the WNBPA, and it wouldn't go well for them. It absolutely won't go well for them at all. But yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's something that happened. It's been a week, and it's all people are talking about. It's been over a week actually, and it's all people are talking about. And people aren't really talking about the finals. People aren't talking about anything. People are talking about this potential lockout. People are talking about all this stuff. And for me, I think that that's maybe what they were going for. Because Fee's, again, doing a damn press tour about this. So, I do think just in general, we've got a situation on our hands where at least the mainstream media now is talking about this WNBA lockout. Maybe that was her goal. And that's probably why, the PA are probably not getting involved. Everyone's saying, why is Neko Wumake not speaking out? Bika and Kelsey Plum. The smart thing for them to do is to distance themselves from this. That is the smartest thing for them to do, because if they distance themselves from this, I think they're in an okay spot. Like, if they're able to distance themselves, they're in a completely fine spot, because they're still able to negotiate in what appears to be good faith, even though they probably agree with every word Phee Collier said. They probably agree with every single word of it. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree with this? Do you guys think that Phee is going to be a major? Do you think she's going to step down from, the PA role? Do you think that she's only doing that to benefit Unrivaled? Let me be clear. I fully believe her priority is Unrivaled means more to her in the WNBA. And that's not necessarily wrong either. At the end of the day, if the WNBA aren't going to pay the players what they want, then Unrivaled's paying them more. So, if the WNBA are offering $2 million max salaries and the players are still turning it down because it would mean they can't play in Unrivaled, then she's working against the players. But until there's an actual figure there and we know what we're working with, I don't think it's fair to say Phee, who set up the highest paid league and got in all the investment, is going against the best the interest of the players. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.